welcome back to podcast where education meets innovation. I'm Sanuthi, and in today's episode, we are exploring one of the most transformative forces in modern learning: artificial intelligence in education, or AID for short. Our focus today is how AI is reshaping both teaching and learning experiences from K-12 to higher education and professional teacher development. The term AI in education was once a term for the future, but now it's uplifting bright reality. AI is no longer a dark back-end program. Nowadays, it's teaching kids, providing lesson plans, and even helping teachers to consider their own teaching practice. What does the evidence say? How do we develop AI to support learning, and where do we use it wisely? Today, we are bursting it all with academic evidences, real-world advice, and hard news. Let us begin with Professor Kine. In his 2024 edited book, Artificial Intelligence in Education, a machine-generated literature overview, he gives a bird's-eye view of how frequent AI is applied across all education systems. To Kine, AI for education is all about analytics, automation, and personalization. It helps to drive personalized learning by analyzing real-time student data and advising what to do next, and also adjusting content level and even predicting achievements in learning. Imagine a system that not only knows your strengths but your weaknesses but also act on your behalf to help you to improve. Kine places AI in the spotlight for student success and teaching impact, but with the warning that we need to use it wisely in the form of ethical data management and related awarenesses. AI is hardly uninterested in benefiting students. However, AI and learning analytics in teacher educations have been studied in 2022 systematic review by Sarah Spiegel. They learned from a review of 30 studies conducted in 16 countries that AI-based programs like intelligent dashboards, recommender systems, and virtual mentors are supporting pre-service teachers as well as in-service teachers. They monitor learning behavior, assess performance, and even encourage reflection. For example, if a teacher is constantly getting low rating on student engagement indicators, the system can provide professional development materials on that issue. Incredibly, it's also found that they are not yet common, and there are some which don't have proper ethical systems established. All of these have been a question regarding data privacy, fairness, and bias, which are non-terrorist. The point is that AI is a good tool to train teachers, but only on the basis of proper ethical systems. Lastly, let us address one of the most controversial education trends: generative AI, ChatGPT. And these AI are generating new materials in real time and answering pupils' questions, aiding in essay writing, and etc. Sharm H pulled over 600 papers in their systemic review of 2024 and stated that since 2022 there has been an exponential increase in generative AI research. But with it comes a rider that there is no agreement yet on the best way to utilize it in schools. The study discovered that although the majority of lectures embrace the application of Gen AI in course designing, giving feedbacks, or preparing for exams, none of them has taken any action towards training or policy making on its application. Therefore, students are most likely to apply these tools in unchecked manners, since lecturers are not familiar with how to integrate them or to handle them. There's also an appeal here for greater policy making together on the part of educators, technologists, and researchers to put limits on how Gen AI is used responsibly in education. So, what is really happening in classrooms? The Economic Times describes how AI has started being implemented in Indian schools as AI starters. Essentially, virtual instructors who launch classes, propose tailored assignments, and even identify off-task students. It is not a substitute teacher, but something to assist the work of teachers so we can make it more individualized. Teachers who took part in pilot programs talk about reduced work overload and improved student concentration, but also worry about data security and over-reliance on machines. Meanwhile, Reuters reported in April 2025 that China is accelerating the use of AI with the implementation of national education reform. From AI-driven learning platforms to AI-facilitated scheduling tools and content blockers, AI is more and more a priority for classroom technology. While challenge is great, so are the worries about equality, surveillance, access to human instructors. So, what does it do for our school or a teacher? That is where 2023 Qurani Muhammad and Steven's books come to play. A beginner's guide to introduce artificial intelligence in teaching and learning provides a planned step-by-step readable manual for beginning teachers. The authors classify AI tools like adaptive learning and systems, automatic grading, AI tutors, and content recommendations engines and provide a step-by-step guide to using them in classes. One of the key lessons of this book is to start small. Teachers are encouraged to try low-stake innovations like AI aids, quizzes, or writing aids before more advanced systems become affordable for them. And perhaps even more usefully, the book warns teachers while AI will be an additional to teaching, it will never replace empathy, adaptability, and creativity that one teacher can provide. So, let us take a moment to think. In all of these texts, from textbooks to studies to stories told by common sense is an overlap. AI in school is no longer a choice. It's here and it's increasing. And we must learn to use it. The possible benefits are clear: data adaptive learning, faster feedbacks, and smart teaching aids. There are some disadvantages too: ethical concerns, policy blind spots, and the chances of reinforcing educational inequalities if access to AI tools remains unequal. If we are to make a genuine go for making AI an enhancement rather than a disruption, we are going to need three things. First, advice based on evidences about how to integrate AI to productive practice. Second, investment in teacher training so teachers feel empowered and confident teaching using these tools. And third, strong ethical regulations to protect student data and equality from being lost at platform of progress. And that's all for today's episode. Whether you are a teacher working with new technology, a policymaker crafting regulations, or a student experiment with AI on your own educational path, here's the hook. The goal isn't to replace human instructions with machines, but to increase it. AI can be your assistant, your data analyst, and even your collaborative designer, but the sense of learning is human touch. That's all for today's episode. Until next time, stay curious, kind, and keep learning.